Okay, so in this video, basically, I'm gonna give you the answer in the first 5 seconds of the video, so I can save your time. It's because of Draymond Green. Okay, so how did the culture of the NBA change such that players are free to disrespect refs? Okay, and if people are gonna be labeling me as soft for defending the refs, I mean, it is what it is. It's reality. Like, players today are allowed to disrespect refs on a higher level compared to like back in the day, and this is a fact. And so how this change started, how I saw it, well, first, some background. I watched the NBA since I was in middle school, which was in 2006, 2007, and I've been watching it up until now. And I've seen how the culture of the way refs and players interacted changed. And it was, I can 100% say confidently it was because of Draymond Green. So Draymond Green, I don't know what exact year that he entered the league. It was I don't know, maybe 20, I don't know, really honestly, 2013 or 2014 maybe. But whatever. But I remember watching him for the first time, and he was just the most demonstrative person or player that I have seen to that point. I mean, there's even a clip of him getting a technical foul on after his first bucket. So, I mean, I just recount seeing him behave the way he does, being demonstrative as a person. And at first, the refs initially they teed him up on his first bucket. They didn't tolerate it, right? How they did back in the old days. They don't tolerate players showing them up. But as time went on, I feel like the NBA and refs accepted Draymond's personality to be who he is as a person. And because of this, it's like a kid copying their parents, watching the parents. It's like seeing if, or it's basically if you see a certain behavior go by unchecked, for example, a misbehaving kid in the class, he does something he does something quote unquote wrong, and other students see that he's not being punished for it by the teacher, then they're gonna think that it's okay to do it. It's the same analogy with NBA players. Once they saw Draymond behave the way he did with refs and see him start to get away with it, then they themselves felt more okay with showing up refs and being demonstrative with them, because it's a situation where okay, if Draymond's like this and he's not being teed up and he's getting away with this behavior, then why can't I, So so as time went on, as social media became more and more advanced, clips of refs teeing up players became more and more publicized, and there was a branding and labeling of them being soft. Every single time any ref teed up a player, even if it's reasonable, people will always say that there will always be some people who say it's soft. And as a person, you don't want to be you don't want to be labeled as soft, right? I mean, no one wants to be portrayed in a negative light like that. So to avoid this labeling in a way, refs have basically sucked up and been more tolerant of being showed up, how, or of demonstrative behavior in general. And I mean, the person who started this, I believe, was Draymond Green.